Today for e-learning on Friday, October 9th, you are going to take your vocab quiz over lesson 1 and 2. Remember, there are 12 words. You're only going to use each one once. Good luck on that. You can prepare for that before you take it by looking at Quizlet or looking at your science notebook. Speaking of science notebook, please email me a photo or picture of your completed science notebook with the word, the definition, and a picture or sentence for each word to receive a 25 out of 25. After that, we are going to be completing a lab here in class. You are not required to do it. So if you are not here today, I'm going to excuse you from this lab, but I do want to talk about it here. So what we're going to be doing is using sugar, salt, sand, and dry ice. And we're going to be making a hypothesis on if it's soluble or insoluble. Hopefully you remember what the words soluble and insoluble mean. Soluble means that it's going to be able to dissolve in water or a liquid. Insoluble means that it will not, so it will stay as its own form and not dissolve into the liquid. They're going to make a hypothesis, and then they're going to actually test it to see if it did dissolve. Then they are going to list some physical properties here. We talked a little bit yesterday about chemical formulas in the periodic table. So they are going to look up the chemical formula for all of these: sugar, salt, sand, and dry ice. Dry ice is just solid carbon dioxide, which would be CO2. Okay. Next, after that, they're going to take the mass of each of their different samples here for, of course, sugar, salt, sand, and dry ice. And lastly, they're going to heat it up and see what happens, and they're going to answer these questions. Again, I just wanted you to realize that this is what we are going to be completing. With that being said, I'm going to be putting in your warm-up grade for this week, so double check to make sure that you have all of those finished, as well as your science notebook and your vocab quiz. Those are the three things that I'm going to put in for your final grades before I post your grades for the end of the first 9 weeks, which is today. So if I don't hear from you, I'm going to assume you know what's going on, and I'm going to assume you're okay with your current grade. If not, please reach out to me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Have a great weekend.